Good morning, Luca. Good morning, Luca Bear. Ah. Cute boy. We're gonna do a vlog about you today. Huh? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Kiss me. Kiss me. So like, kick it.
Where you going?
This is what happens when you're trying to get your cat to play, but he don't want to. Luca. Luca. Hello? Very gently. Okay. Hello? Oh, he's not moving. Go out that way. Move. There, there. Go. Oh. He's scared or something. Luca! Oh! There, I got him. Normally, I love trying to hug my cat like this, but he hates it. He wants to just come onto the bed whenever he wants to, not when you tell him to. So right now, his body is super tense, and he's just waiting for a moment where I'm not guarding him, and he's gonna pounce. Look, he's thinking, how do I get away from mommy? How do I escape? And then he's gonna be like, I'm gonna be really sweet to her. And then when she thinks I'm chilling, I'm gonna bounce. Right, Luca? I know you so well. But normally, when I'm sleeping, he stays on my head. He stays on my head like this. Like this. Luca the Explorer. This vlog is gonna be all about Luca! This is Luca. Say hi, Luca. Hi. Luca is a doll-faced Persian cat. He's about 3 years old, and he was actually a gift to me given on my birthday by my sister Mara and my brother Mark. Those two siblings of mine were the first ones to get Persian cats in our house. Most of us are allergic to skin allergies and just allergic to everything like dust and fur and things like that. When we figured out that cats are okay with us and none of us get allergic reactions to the cats, we all decided to slowly get a cat each. I was going through a time in my life where I needed a loving companion. Luca came into the picture. I don't regret getting a cat at all. Cats are the coolest, friendliest, sweetest creatures that you can have living with you indoors. I'm gonna be talking about the pros and cons of having a cat, especially a furry one, because I know there are other people that like less furry animals at home. Luca's awesome. The one negative thing that I can think of with having a cat like Luca with such a fuzzy body is they shed a lot. Like a lot. I don't know if you can see in this video, but some of his fur is just like flying around. And when I hug him or carry him around with me and I'm wearing black, I always have to have one of these! It's a lint roller. It's something that you just need to accept and have with you at all times when you do have a cat. Whether you have it in your home or in your car, so that by the time you get to where you're going, you can take away all the fur. The other negative thing about having a cat is their litter can smell really bad, but there's also a pro to that situation. I'll talk about it a little later. If you are the type of person that loves a pet that goes up to you and just is so excited to see you come home and play with you, cats are not those kinds of pets. So if you're that type of person, then maybe that could be considered a negative, but for me, I don't really care. I like that cats are super chill and they don't mind you most of the time. Now I'm gonna go on to the pros. The pros of having a cat. They are the most low maintenance creatures that you can have living with you. At first I was really hesitant to have my own cat, but when I found out that they actually clean themselves, they self-clean, they just lick their whole entire body and they're clean. They also know how to find their litter box. They poop and they pee in there. I don't know how, but they instinctively know to cover the parts in the litter box where they peed or pooped. But the thing with Luca is when he does go to his litter box, he does kind of tend to make a mess. I don't know if he does it on purpose, but like after he covers up his litter, he'll like kick the sand out, but then he'll kick the sand out of the box too much that all the sand goes around it. That's why I always have a little broom and a little dustpan right next to his litter box so that I can always just sweep everything up and keep his little corner clean. For me, that's a plus because you don't have to be super attentive to them. And also you can leave them to fend for themselves and just leave them for a whole entire day at home and they won't be bored. They'll find a way to entertain themselves. I think majority of the day they just sleep. They just love to sleep and love to just find a little corner or something where they feel like they're cold and cozy, like a bathroom floor or a corner a corner near the tub, someplace underneath your bed. They love corners and nooks like that and they can just stay there for hours. They don't need to be taken outside to go run around or anything like that. You can just leave a bowl of cat food and a bit of water and they'll eat it when they're hungry. And they won't eat it when they're not hungry. Another pro of having a cat at home with you is they drive away creatures that you don't want in your home, like mice and things like that. I think the scent that the cat emits just scares those little creatures away. But also because cats are naturally predators, they have a tendency to run around and catch things. So Luca, sometimes he'll be catching insects, bugs, spiders, but they don't eat them. They just like play with them or squash them until they get freaked out or they just like run away or do they kill them? Sometimes they kill them. Yeah, sometimes they kill like little bugs and insects. You don't want those things in your home anyway, so it's good. I'm glad that Luca doesn't eat the things that he finds because that's just kind of gross. He sleeps with me on my bed. It's okay because I trust that Luca just like wipes himself off anyway all throughout the day. Another good thing about having a cat is you don't have to bathe them all the time because they self-clean. I only take Luca to the groomers maybe once a month or once every 2 months, and that's just to have his nails cut, his ears cleaned, his hair cut, and just like to get a good shampoo, like a deep cleansing of all his, you know, all of that fur. I'm really sensitive to smell and he smells good all the time. Even if he hadn't bathed in a month, he still smells good. Another pro with Luca is he is my biggest stress reliever. I just see him when I come home and I'm already happy because he has just like the cutest face. There are days when he just doesn't care at all, like he won't mind me at all, but then there are a lot of moments where he comes to me and he gives me a cat hug. When I'm laying in bed, he'll just come to me and like snuggle with me, and then sometimes he gives me like a little cat massage. He does like this paw thing onto the bed or on my stomach or anywhere kind of soft. I think that's his form of making lambing. He shows that he's just happy to be around you. But if you show him too much attention, then he'll run away. I like that cats are basically the same personality as me. Oh, another pro, they have RBF. I think that's why I relate. Well, I don't know if that's a pro. It's just sometimes intimidating for other people to be around cats if they don't really know the personality of cats. Yung ugali ng mga pusa. Not very friendly at first, but that's only because they're trying to figure out if you're cool or not. What's he doing? He's just chilling over there. He doesn't care. Whenever I have those days where I came from a good cry or I just don't feel so good or I'm sick, he'll be extra sweet and he'll just naturally gravitate towards me. I think that's super awesome. My cat can get really, really sweet about it, and for me that's a super pro about having a cat. So that's pretty much it with my pros and cons about having a cat. Now I want to talk to you guys about what I do with my cat because he's basically like my best friend aside from my boo. I got my boo and my cat. Those are my best friends in the whole wide world. No, I'm just kidding. I like taking my cat with me everywhere. When Luca was a little kitten, he literally used to fit in my palm like this. He was so small when I first picked him up. And I used to hide him in my backpack and I would go everywhere with him. I think because I started him out really young, just going around, being in cars and taking him to places with me, he got used to not just staying at home. He's been with me to taping. Like, my cat has literally been with me to taping. Imagine that. Now that he's big, when I take him around in the car, I have a couple of things that I bring with me to make sure that Luca stays comfortable. First thing is, he has a cat bag. This is Luca's cat bag. Ta-da! It looks like an army duffel bag or something. It has a circle screen around here so that when he's inside, he doesn't feel claustrophobic. He can still see what's out there in the world. It's a U-Pet bag. I actually got this from Amazon. It has a lot of compartments and pockets. Usually when we have to bring Luca to the vet, we'll put him in here so that he behaves. It's easy for us to carry him along with the rest of our other stuff. The thing is though, Luca's a very, very smart cat, so he figured out how to get out of this bag, slowly putting his paw up here where the zipper is, and then he'll just like slowly do that, and then he'll stick his head out and then try to escape. That's why aside from the zipper, there's a flap that goes on top of it just to keep him safe. Aside from the functionality of this bag, I also always keep 2 little foldable feeding bowls for Luca, one for his water and one for his food. Easy. And then I also have a baby bottle. It's cool, right? It's like a little baby bottle for Luca. So it has its water in there, and then when he's thirsty and he wants to take a sip, I just go like that and I push a button and then the water comes out. Also, I always have to make sure that I bring him his food. So I just put a bunch of his food in a Tupperware and it goes in the bag like so. And he's good to go. If the cat needs to poop or pee while he's on the road, I also have a solution for that. Here's a little litter box that I can take in the car. It's easy to carry because it has a handle. You can just lift the whole thing easily. It has a window where you can just run in and out. And if I need to scoop out the litter, I just open it up like that. I take his pooper scooper and I just go boop and throw it out in the toilet bowl. The cover of this thing is really handy because when you're traveling, you don't want the car to be smelling really bad. Aside from that, I also add this Arm & Hammer cat litter deodorizer. Helps with covering up the smell. When it comes to Luca's playtime, I have this little treat tower. I can put some treats on here, like these Temptations salmon flavor treats. Put a little bit on top. See, he likes it already. It's cool because the cat has to work for his treats. He has these holes where he can use his paws to like push the snacks down. When it falls down to the base, then he can just pick it up and eat it. You're not just giving treats for no reason. He has to work for it. It's good for the cat. Right, Luca? We have 2 cat towers at home with us for Luca. One is in our bedroom and one is behind me in the studio, so that when he's up here hanging out with JR while he's making music, Luca has his own little cat tower where he just hangs out, and he has like a scratch post there where he scratches it so that he's not scratching the furniture. We also are building him something cool on the 2nd floor of our home where it's basically like a cat playground wall, which I will show you in a little bit. One of Luca's other favorite things to play with is this little mouse that JR got him. There's like a little hole underneath where you can put a little bit of catnip in it. Catnip is an organic plant that cats are attracted to. It gives them like this high, this like euphoria. Whenever they smell it or are around it, they have more energy and they want to play more. Sometimes you put the catnip inside this toy and Luca just goes crazy with it. And it's good because when cats have a lot of pent-up energy, they need a way to release that energy. So that's why we have the string toys and these little things release their tension onto. And just for fun, just because we're weird humans, JR bought Luca a Lion King hat. So he looks like a little lion when he puts it on, and he hates it, but it's just so cute. Look, he looks like a little lion with a mane. Wanna be a mighty king, so enemies beware. And then my sister gifted this to Luca on his birthday. It's a Jigglypuff hat. This is from Japan. He looks funny, doesn't he? Oh, he hates it. Anything that we put on Luca, like a t-shirt or these things, he really absolutely despises, but I think it's funny and it's so cute. The one thing that I was talking about earlier that we are building in our house is a little cat playground on our second floor. It's not done yet, but I took inspiration from Pinterest. There were a bunch of different designs for cat walls where they can play around because Luca loves hanging out outside. So I figured we would give him a little playground out here. It looks like this. Ta-da! We designed it so that he can just, oh, no, not that way, inside. He can just go inside and play around. There's a little jungle gym. He's so smart. Hey Luca, you like it? He's already figured out to go across here, to duck because the space is smaller. He still has to figure out how to climb these steps. Go from here, 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 and then jump up there, go around, go inside, and then jump back down. Without the cat, it still looks like a regular wall shelf, which is pretty cool. I can put books on here and like little trinkets, but really it's for Luca to have his own little special playground outside. You like it, boy? You like it? He's so cute. He's so cute. Ooh, he's so cute. Can you see him? Oh, it's still dirty. It's still dusty. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys for today. This video all about Luca and living with a cat. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. And if you are looking to get a pet, I think you guys should consider getting a cat if you want a low maintenance, happy little lifestyle with your pet at home. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment down below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys in my next video. Luca, you like the rain? Woo! So much fur! So much fur everywhere. In a dark room like this, you can see everything. Luca, just stay here first, okay? Oh. This video is gonna be all about Luca! A doll face. Oh my god. And we're on. Are you on? Pro.